Yes, people, it is your boy Jo-ell from Jo-ell's Barbershop, and I'm on a mission to seek every sick barbershop in the country, so let's go for it. Yes, people, today we're in sunny Leeds. We're coming to check out Jack's Barbers, so come follow me inside. Respect.
How are you?
Sound, bro. Sound.
Got here safe?
We got here safe. It's a bit rainy outside, isn't it, bro?
So yeah, I'll show you around. So this is the main reception. This is where Keisha works mainly, and my wife as well when she's in. So it's all family run. So you know, my wife, Keisha's my niece, deal with everything to do with admin, products, online bookings. I do all the marketing, social media, creative side of things. Do you know what I mean? Training up the staff, enforcing standard, things like that. So it's really like a team that works together in terms of what our strengths are. Do you know what I mean? And funnily enough, any of my weaknesses just so happen to be like Keisha and Amy's strengths.
Yeah, sick.
So it's a perfect balance.
That's
do you know what I mean?
That's like what we were saying about with this podcast stuff we're doing. Me and my guy Prash, we've known each other since we was little, and he's only just started like working in my place like in the past few months. But with the podcast, he's one of those people where he can do stuff off the bat, off the ball. Yeah, he doesn't need anything behind him to just do stuff. Whereas me, I like a little bit of a sheet where I'm working from. Do you know what I mean? I know what questions I'm asking, blah blah blah. But that works so well with us because when we're firing through questions, I know where I'm at. So I'm like saying to whoever's on there, like, oh, blah blah blah. You know, what situation is, and he butts in. And he butts in, oh, what about that? And I don't even think of that. But then, from the viewer's perspective, we're getting like different angles on all the questions, and it works all right. And that's what you need. You need to be working with opposites in order to make things work.
Even with the way that you work as well, like the questions that you sent me, I was just like, the way I work, I was just like, yo, bro, I'll just answer your questions on a day.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You wanted to send me the list of questions,
so,
which is good. That's professional, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the way I work, I'm just like, yo, G, just ask me on the day. It's cool. Yeah, man. So we've had this shop now for 6 years. This was the first store.
Sick.
One of the first stores. We started with a trim and train concept, so we opened up barbershops in gyms, in Ultraflex gyms.
Sick.
With our business partner Charlie, Charles Marden, and without him this project wouldn't have happened because basically this place is named after my son, Jackson, is our 6-year-old boy, but without Charlie's financial backing, this probably wouldn't have happened, you know what I mean? I literally had like 10 quid in my account when we opened up Jack's. I swear to you, bro. I swear to you, do you know what I mean? But it was just belief. It was just belief. That's what it was born on.
And then you made it happen.
Made it happen, and he liked my, I suppose, enthusiasm, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm relentless, bro. I keep working forwards and forwards and forwards. Do you know what I mean? So this is the YouTube channel.
Oh, sick.
That's what we're doing. So this, one of my good friends, Darren Long, races for B&W, right? Invites me to go and do haircuts for him and his team on the Friday.
That's sick.
They win the championship on the Sunday.
That's sick.
The GT championship for the first time. It was his first year doing it as well. Insane. He's very, very talented. After lockdown, we closed the trim and train stores just because we felt like the high street stores build a community way quicker, you know, the walk-in trade. And concentrated on the school project where we're teaching barbering as a curriculum in high school now.
Yes,
and we're the first in the world to do it, like it's not been done anywhere before. So I'm extremely proud of that, and that's something that I really needed in school because I wasn't very academic.
Same as me.
Yeah, I was very more hands-on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're delivering that to year 10s now, and bro, it's off the chain. Like they're cutting all the teachers' hair in the school.
Yeah.
They can break off from whatever they're doing at any point and go and cut hair in that barbershop because we set up a barbershop salon in the school. It's next level, bro.
And how often do you go in there? Once a week?
Once a week. The students that I taught last year are now helping me teach this group of students. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like when you when you teach something or coach someone, it helps your understanding and makes you a better barber, right? So we started doing that. We've given a job to one of the students on reception every Saturday now to help build his confidence, you know, speaking and booking clients and stuff like that. So it's like, it's full circle, bro. We're giving opportunities to people who really want it, do you know what I mean? And I really don't have a thing on this age thing, man. Like, you know, when people are like, oh, you've got to wait until a certain age until you start something, I think that's just absolute bollocks.
How old was you when you was cutting hair?
I was
When
like
you start?
16, 17.
Yeah, so
16, 17. But I don't think there's no reason why my son at 6 now couldn't be cutting hair when he's 10.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
And earning pocket money from his boys,
Yeah.
a tenner a trim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Real talk,
And
man.
put that money into something. So
I'm lucky because my sister was ladies hairdresser.
yeah,
And then when I was like 14, 15, I got a Saturday job in an actual salon. So even though I just started out like answering the phone, washing hair and stuff, they taught me how to cut hair. You know, that first, so every Saturday, like I'd bring one of my mates in at the end of the day. And then after, you know, 6 months to whatever, I was all right, man.
yeah.
And then by the time I got into like year 10 or 11, everyone in the age just used to come to me for a chat.
Sick.
We used to do it in the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
And that's what it was. And then I didn't even, when I finished school, I didn't even have to think about what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I can already do this. So let's roll with
Yeah, 100%. So it's like for me. So how old are you when
I'm
you got
26 now.
into? How old were you when you got into barbering?
Must have been 14.
Yeah.
14 it must have been when I got my job. 14, 15, around that age.
Wow.
So I was lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky. And then I just kept with it.
But there's still ways that you can give back. Like the way that we like to give back is just by allowing people to come and shadow us.
Yeah, so.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like an apprenticeship, but you know, you're getting something out of it. We're getting something out of it by you coming in and sweeping up for us.
Yeah.
But you're learning from us for free.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a way of doing it.
Yeah. To be fair, James started with me just over a year ago now when we'd done that same thing. He came in and he kind of like shadowed everyone, seen what everyone was doing, was helping out, coming in like, you know, 1-2 days a week and then kept building it up.
Yeah.
Works better, man.
Yeah.
It's an apprenticeship in itself.
Yeah, it is. Because they're getting something out of it, bro. Like your time is worth a lot with what you've learned, what you're teaching them. Do you know what I mean? And you know, it helps. How much does it help when someone just sweeps up for you after a haircut, bro?
Honestly.
It helps a lot, doesn't it?
Honestly. Time's limited, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. Every second counts, right? Everyone at the minute, and I'm speaking to a lot of business owners, are fucking tired, bro. They're tired, they're hurt. They're going from the business that they're working in to go into working another job just to keep that dream alive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The struggle's real for a lot of people right now.
Yeah, it is.
I think there needs to be a little bit more togetherness, if I'm honest, especially in the barbering industry.
You know what? That's a big thing as well. Like, that's a big reason why I wanted to start this.
Yeah.
With the podcast and with the barbershop tours, that is the main reason why I wanted to do this, because I feel like a lot of barbers are at war with each other when they don't need to be.
Yeah.
Like, there is a lot of
agreed.
us
Yeah,
about, but there is no reason why we can't all, do you know what I'm saying, help each other out.
Well, I'll tell you why that happens is because you know, the way that things work, it kind of breeds a bit of desperation from people, and they start poaching other people's staff. Then it makes you think, well, if you poach my staff, I'll fucking approach your staff. Do you know what I mean? And it becomes this dog-eat-dog type situation.
Yeah.
And it's happened a lot in Leeds. Do you know what I mean? Where like barbershops were friends, but then some good barbers have gone to that barbershop, and then now they're pissed off. Do you know what I mean? Because they put a lot of time into them, and it's very, very, very hard not to take that personal. Do you know what I mean?
Real talk.
Something I've learned from my wife and my business partner Charlie about not taking things personal. Do you know what I mean? Because at the start, when someone left and they'd gone to another barbershop, I was like, you motherfucker.
I used to be the same.
Do you know what I mean? But now I'm just like, okay, you want to go? Cool, man. Blessings. Thank you. You've helped us. Do you know what I mean? And seeing it more as like an opportunity for us to grow and change things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not be so fearful of that change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I used to be exactly the same, man. So how many have you got working in the other store?
There is 3 up there and 5, 6, 7 here.
Big team.
It's smaller than it was. We had 7 locations across Yorkshire at one point.
Swear.
With Ultraflex, yeah. So wherever Ultraflex gyms were, we had a gym pretty much. So Durham, Hull, York, Pudsey, Normanton. Do you know what I mean? But then what happened was I was travelling to all these different locations. My family never saw me. The staff never saw me. And each store didn't have that Jack's feel or standard. I couldn't enforce the standard because I'm not there, right? So I just convinced the partners at Jack's to to just cut the stores down to 2. And I was like, listen, we'll have more of an impact with these 2 and having me around all the time than having all those stores. And that's been the case. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've become bigger as a brand having a smaller team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's this ego, there's this common misconception where it's like, oh, I want another shop, and then I want another one, and I want it in that area. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're the big Don. Fuck all that shit, man. Like, just have, like, even if you just got one store and you've got an amazing team, like a family that you all fucking get on with, and you all get on, just be grateful for that. Do you know what I mean? You can go to work, have a laugh, all your clients are sound, they're all your mates, and you can dip at whatever time you want. That to me is a successful man or woman. Do you know what I mean? In this country.
Yeah, man.
I don't think there's. I mean, I do have some friends who do have different portfolios all over the place, and they make that work for them. That's how they prefer to work. But I've got 2 kids and a wife, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My son's 6, my daughter's 4. I want to make sure I'm around. Do you know what I mean? For when they need me. So.
Yeah, man. I hear that.
I think the barbering industry is that competitive now that if you did have loads of different stores, it'd be very difficult to enforce the standard. But the one brand that has managed to do that is Menspire. Josh Monica has done a very, very, very good job. But he's given his heart and soul. Like, I didn't even know he had kids. I didn't even know he had a kid.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'd seen the video of him crying when someone said, oh, how do you feel, you know, sacrificing all this time and maybe not seeing your family as much? And he just broke down, he started crying.
Mad.
I didn't even know he had a child, bro.
Yeah, that's mad.
How much he's working and hustling to build his brand.
Yeah.
I've got nothing but respect for the guy.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect. But I think he is one brand that's managed to do that. Do you know what I mean?
And do you think he's going to stay up there as well?
I think he'll stay up there because he's given his all. He's given everything to that. Do you know what I mean? You know, I've not really been around him, so I don't really know like everything that he does. But it looks like he gives it his all. Do you know what I mean? To his brand, and he'll reap the rewards in the future for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think Menspire came in at a very, very good time. I think if you were Josh and Monica and you came in now, trying to enforce that standard maybe a bit difficult, a bit more difficult. But I think Josh and Monica's timing. Yeah. They pretty much inspired us all, man. Like, think about it. Like, who started doing academies before Menspire?
Yeah, not many people.
No one.
And they weren't even. Yeah, if they were going, then it weren't massive, was it?
No, and it wasn't as professional.
No.
Looking, do you know what I mean?
No.
A bit more rough around the edges. Do you know what I mean? Josh and Monica's really refined it and put it into a curriculum, made everything look neat and tidy. Do you know what I mean? And he's brought the hairdressing and barbering industry together.
Yeah, he has.
Do you know what I mean? So we're more likely to be called stylists now than just barbers as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I think, with what you're saying with the how he's brought in the salon stuff with the barber stuff and combined it both. His trims, man. You know that scissor work on his trims?
Yeah.
No barber 10, 15 years ago would be working a pair of scissors like that at all, innit?
No. Not sectioning that. The intricate
precise.
level of sectioning is insane. And I've heard as well that he does his haircuts like within 20 minutes and they're just bossy. Yeah. But that's super efficiency, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know yourself, like, if you've got a client that you know really, really well and they're coming to you every 2 weeks, you could smash it out in 20 minutes because you're keeping on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just very, very efficient person. Very efficient. I'd love to meet him and chat to him like I was trying, to be honest with you. But every time I see him at a show, he's talking to someone, I'm talking to someone. And I'm not like the type of person to follow someone around. I'm like, mate, there's so many people want your time. If I don't bother you, it means you getting home to your family sooner. I won't bother you. Do you know what I mean? But some people are like, oh, man, I want you. Do you know what I mean? It's they're too much. Too much. Biggie, come here. Shall I show you downstairs?
Yeah, sit.
Yeah. The whole of this basement was all derelict, and it was myself and my wife that arranged to do all the work. My wife is the person that's done the decor in all the shops. So how the shops look is all to do with my wife.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then just me implementing like the lights. So the one thing that I didn't compromise on, I was just like, babe, we need lights everywhere. But we need mirrors everywhere so that it bounces off. Do you know what I mean?
And how long did it take you to build this bottom bit out from what it was before?
We did this in a few days.
Yeah.
It was direct. I'll send you the picture.
Yeah.
So you can throw that into
we'll throw it
the
in.
mix. Yeah. I've got it on my phone somewhere, but yeah, a couple of days, bro.
Smashed it.
Bro, me and my wife, when we're together, like we used to go to a gym, it'd be an empty room, and we'd have it turned around a full barbershop within a day.
That's mad.
Just because my wife's organisation and efficiency, and then me being there and unpacking it, and just the relentless, like I'll work until I drop, until it's done. Do you know what I mean? So the combination of the two, just means like super productive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sick.
So yeah.
How's so you know with you know your how you teach people and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What's the situation there? Do people like book online to then come to your courses? Do you have set courses, or do you have days for certain things?
Yeah, so they'll book online or they'll inquire. A lot of it's like word of mouth at the minute, you know, people that we've taught previously and things like that. And then we teach twice a week up at Street Lane. So we used to teach in here, but we just outgrew it. Do you know what I mean? There was that many people down here. It was just like a bit of a sweatbox. It was like, right, we'll move it up to the other store, more room, more like a studio type setup. So yeah, we teach weekly. The curriculum's 3 months long on each one, beginners and advanced. And then we always try and get jobs for the barbers afterwards as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, we always secure work for them. Always. Like we don't guarantee that anywhere in the small print, but just for me, like I want to make sure that if someone's invested like a couple of grand into learning from us, I'm going to help you on the next stage. Like I've still got some students who I taught 5 years ago WhatsApping me haircuts that they're doing now, and I'll voice note them. They're not paying me anything now. I've done training them 5 years ago, but I'm still trying to help them level up, and I don't mind doing that. Do you know what I mean? So I think that it all swings around, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like an opportunity could come up, and he goes, "Yo, T, would you be interested in this?" Yeah. And because we've been talking, it's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm giving to receive, but I like to help people anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It all goes around full circle.
Yeah.
No, are you teaching at the minute?
No, so I got my certificates, level 3 teaching and whatnot, and then you know I taught all the apprentices I had and stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think how many apprentices I've had now in total since I've been running. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 6 or 7 actual college apprenticeships what I've done and taught them. And then now, like I say, if anyone wants to kind of come on board, then I'll let them come in, shadow, basically what you said. Yeah. But I don't actually teach as such. I've taught a couple of barbering courses from what my sister did back in the day as well. She ran her own academy, teaching all beauty stuff. She used to put on your barbering course. I used to go in for like a day or two and help out a bit. Yeah. No, I ain't done it. I ain't done it in a while, man. It's
to be honest with you, it's something that not everyone has patience for.
No.
It's you know.
I'm cool with how I did it, where I used to nip in like every now and then and just take on a class for a couple of hours and then dip back out again. That was cool. Yeah. But to do what you do, I think I would struggle.
It took me years of training myself to be patient. If I'm honest with you, bro, if I'm completely honest, like there were times I was just like, how are you not getting this? I've shown you 20 times, but like what it is like if I've got to show you another 20 times, but then I changed the words and the wording. Do you know what I mean? So it's made me a better communicator.
Because that's one thing I struggle with. I always feel like I struggle with explaining something.
Okay.
And I think that really shone when I did try and teach. I got through it, like I say, you know, because it's cool because there's a course on, and then I'll come in as a second bit, show a couple of bits, and it was easy because it was like the person, whoever's learning, seeing a couple of different haircuts from different people. Yeah. So that's cool, but for me to stand there all day, yeah,
it's tricky, bro. It's tricky. But I love it, bro. I love teaching the kids most of all in the school.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's mad rewarding.
Bro, it's so rewarding. Like it's got to like I think they're on week 9 now, yeah. And they're cutting the teacher's hair on their own, so I get to sit and observe their artwork. Sick. Do you know what I mean? And I'm teaching barbering as an art form and the history of barbering. Do you know what I mean? The fact that we used to be dentist surgeons back in the day, in the 15th century. So I think I get a lot of enjoyment from that. And also, like, if they ever wanted to, they could take that anywhere, man. Like, if they decided to go travelling, like me and you both know now, if me and you decided to go travelling,
go anywhere.
We sound
anywhere.
Can I stay here? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You'd be able to stay there for free. You just look at them, cut the whole family's hair, and you sound in it. Do you know what I mean? So, should we fly out to the other store?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sick. So welcome to Street Lane, bro.
Nice.
So this is the higher end of Leeds, really.
Yeah.
The posh area, do you know what I mean? in.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, bro, thank you.
This is
That's
nice,
Street
man.
Lane store, bro. So this is where I spend most of my time. So we're teaching here as well. The guy who does the mad shift, Mark, he works here.
Yeah.
I work there, that's my section. And then Chris works in the section just over there. Very, very nice guy, Chris.
Just for kids.
Yeah, booster seat for the
Sick,
kids.
sick.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, that is.
Yeah,
I've
man.
seen it in a video before, people using skateboards, but yeah, man. What's this here?
This is a gift from my wife when we first opened up the store. She had this put on my section, just because she knows I'm a warrior, do you know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
that's what it represents. And then I've got a picture of my granddad. Here is the hardest working man I ever knew.
Sick.
So like, you know when I'm proper grinding it out and I'm fucked, I just look at this picture and I'm like, I can keep going, man, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And then these are my clippers, Gamma. I use Gamma only, really. Sponsored by Gamma. They look
Sick.
after me. Send me everything that's on this section. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely love it. I'm representing them soon, actually, at Barber Bash.
Is it?
Cutting hair on stage in London at Barber Bash, yeah.
When's that?
In March.
Yeah, man.
In March, so I need to get that sorted.
Yeah.
Get my model sorted. I've not cut hair on stage and spoke before, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm gonna say, you feeling good?
I've been waiting years for it, bro.
Yeah, man.
So, like, he was just like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Bro, I've been waiting for this call for
Yeah, yeah.
for ages."
Yeah,
so.
man.
But you got to be active. Like, otherwise, people don't want to work with you, right? Do you know what I mean? I think once you start posting regularly, more opportunities start coming towards you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I've learned, especially last year with posting. So, yeah, a lot more opportunities have come my way this year.
Yeah, man.
Also, I see the benefit of using a white gown as well. So I feel like the light bounces off a white gown. Like, I've always used a black gown, and then when I started using a white one, I was like, yeah, of course, why have I not?
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's like the light. You get more light. The more white and light you've got bouncing off of something, the better, right? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
So we started with white ones, and then we flipped over to black. We used Cape Kings.
Okay, yeah, same.
And we had all like the things put in it when we switched over to black, and it went well with like the aesthetic of the shop, you know, because the shop's quite dark anyway.
Yeah.
It sat quite well, but that's a shout. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
Because we
bro.
do some new gowns anyway, to be fair.
I'm gonna throw this in the wash right now. That's the only thing with white gowns is you've got
You got to clean them bare, innit?
More, yeah.
Yeah, man. What's this stuff up here, bro?
So it's all our Jack's products. That's sea salt.
Sea salt, yeah?
Sea salt spray, which smells of oud, aftershave.
Yeah.
We've got dust, which I want to refine 'cause it's still a bit thick for me. Pomade, we've got a clay and a paste. And then we've got Jack's cologne as well, which smells of Creed. It's something I've always had since we started, really, was a cologne. You smell that? There's much left. So I put that on every single client, man.
Bad.
Every single client.
It's so strong as well, ain't it?
Yeah, it lasts, man. Like, some people say they wash the clothes and they get the clothes
Still
out and
in
it
it.
still smells, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
We used to have a hairdresser here, which I absolutely loved. It was nice. I feel like that's not really been done as well, where we had a hairdresser here, and then I was working here, and it was amazing because when you've got men and women around each other, I don't know, it just creates a different, like, electric type of atmosphere,
Yeah.
man. It was crazy.
That's
They all
what-
knew each other, and
Yeah, yeah.
it was cool as fuck. I absolutely loved it.
Ever since I've had like a couple of girl barbers working for me,
Yeah.
it softens the vibe with, especially when like you see women bringing the kids in from shops,
100%.
it softens the environment. Some of
It
its
does.
benefits is so big, so I
It
always
does.
try and make sure I've at least got one or two girls working. man.
Yeah. Because
Do you
if
know
not,
what I
then conversations get a little bit too crude and you forget who's around you. And women just help with that balance in the shop, don't they? Big time. I've learned that.
100%.
So I'd like to get some more women in the shops, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Just to keep the lads under control, man.
Yeah.
It keeps me well balanced.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
100%.
yeah, and the funny story about this place as well is my wife, who works at another job as well, she's a hustler, man. So she works in Jack's with me and she works in property management. They had this place and they were getting rid of it, and that's how we heard about it.
Sick.
So they'd spent money on putting this floor in and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? And as soon as I heard that this shop came available, I said we'd take it.
Yeah.
I'd not even seen it yet, do you know what I mean? But it's very hard to get a shop on the street.
Yeah. And how long have you had this one here for?
This one 3 years now, just over 3 years, yeah.
And how long have you had the other one as well for?
That one's 6. So we've had this one half the amount of time, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a funny story actually, so we were going to do a franchise with one of our barbers who we taught up. We spent a lot of time with him. We found the building for him, we're involved in the work as well. And then he just turned around afterwards and said, I want to do it on my own. And we'd not signed a contract then, do you know what I mean? So it left us in a really shit situation, but we just didn't let it phase us at all. And we actually opened up this place like a couple of weeks after that happened. So we were just like, that's kind of like an example of how much we just would go, do you know what I mean? And we opened up this store on the last lockdown, so there was a lockdown and we just finished up doing up the shop. This shop was open 1 week and we had to close it straight away. But we didn't care. We were just like, we're not letting the government stop us grow when we know it feels right. Do you know what I mean? It was a risk, but it was worth doing. Yeah. So, yeah, man. It's weird. Do you know pugs? They have a weird way of telling you when they want to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do you know what he does? You know when I'm cutting my client's hair, he sits on the chair like that and he goes up on their laps and just chills with them.
No way.
Or like he'll just sit underneath the gown and you can't see him. He's a funny boy, man.
He's a character, isn't it?
Yeah, he really is.
We'll better wrap it up, bro, because obviously I want to let you get back to your kids,
Yeah,
man. But thank you for letting me come down, bro.
Thanks for travelling, man.
Honestly.